vaccine manufacturer can do it and give them a clean shot, it's going to be manufactured. And you also want to deal with know-how. And that's just been a huge red line from the European Union and the EU. And they use that to say why you don't need to deal with the patents. They say you don't need to do the patents because you don't have the know-how. But no, we don't want you to basically have any new flexibility on the know-how. I think all those things are examples of what a bad faith thing this is.
Thank you, Jamie. And we'll now have Adam answer the question.
Thanks. There's a couple of ways this plays out. So the first is that they're not explicitly referenced. So in a lot of other environmental outcomes like climate change, whatever, there's the common but differentiated responsibility approach. There's a polluter pays approach. And that what that does is it shifts the burden of fixing the problem to the people who've created the problem. And that approach has not been taken here. I know India was trying to put on the table that kind of approach, and they've tried many times, but it's never gotten up. And for whatever those reasons, the outcome's the same. It's that those countries who have historically built their fleets, subsidized them to go and fish in other people's waters in the high seas, they don't bear any additional responsibility for the situation that we're in. And additionally, what we're seeing is the flexibilities around sustainability. So, the text basically says you can keep building boats provided you can demonstrate that the stock's being managed sustainably. And so that's a great big carve out for all those countries that have the capacity both financially to fund that and, sort of the ability to report and manage their stocks in ways that are compatible with what the WTO wants. And for a lot of developing countries, they don't have that. That's off the table for them effectively. And so we're seeing those countries, these developed countries who have funded their fleets in particular, they get off the hook with this. They don't have to take on anything else. Like the EU has shifted its subsidies away from what a lot of the prohibited subsidies are now anyway. They've built their fleets. They don't need to build more boats. But for countries that want to fish their domestic waters, they want to have and nurture an industry to fish their resources, that becomes a lot harder for them now. And that's, like I was saying, it's this thing where those who have already done the damage get off scot-free.
Thank you very much. Are there any other questions? If not, we are right on time. Okay, well, thank you all for joining us. I hope that you will take the opportunity to meet with some of the 50 civil society delegates from 22 different countries. It's been a pleasure to be here with all of my colleagues from around the world. And we look forward to, I don't know, it's going to be a hard week, I can say that. We look forward to speaking our voices and helping each other raise our voices to speak truth to power and hope for an outcome that at least doesn't expand the damage of the World Trade Organization and hopefully would begin to ameliorate its current rules. But at this point, we don't have a lot of hope for that. At least we want to stop the expansion of the damaging rules. Thank you all for joining us here today. Thank you.